Hey guys, what's going on? Got your boy CSB here, coming at you with a new series on this channel. Now, as my rebuilding series is dwindling down to the last 3 teams, I decided let's make a new series. Now, with that rebuilding series, there will be a video out after I stopped rebuilding. After I rebuilt the third and last team in that poll. There will be a video out explaining my series idea for that, and then you guys will give your input on that. So this is kind of a secondary series, I guess, to that, while the rebuilding series is still going on, obviously. In Indiana Pacers, my league here on NBA 2K15. I tried this with my GM, and I honestly hate my GM. I hated it in 2K14. It went by so slow, and I just don't like my GM. I like my league way better, and it goes by way quicker. So, in real life, Paul George was hurt for most of the regular season, and that is exactly what I am going to do here in this My League series. I want to make this part of it realistic as possible because, the Pacers this year, we're not supposed to go, 56 and 26. We're not supposed to, make the playoffs, as a high seed. We probably should have made the 8 seed, but it is what it is. I don't really care. We got to pick in the lottery, so I'm not mad whatsoever. And if you guys did not know already, I am probably the biggest. Well, no, I am the biggest Pacers fan on YouTube. So there is that. Right here, I am trading for the Wizards first round pick because they usually suck they always suck in the first year. I have no idea why they do since they've made the playoffs 3 years in a row. I don't really understand that. Right here, I'm seeing what I can get for George Hill, and I saw a trade earlier before I showed this. It was this one for Isaiah Thomas and Luigi Datome, and all we're giving up is George Hill and Jan Mahimi. I was really, really surprised when I saw that trade. I mean, Isaiah Thomas is a way better point guard than George Hill, and I have no idea what the Celtics are thinking, but I'm not going to sit here and be mad about that because, we got Isaiah Thomas, and he's basically going to be our point guard for the future. I've played a couple games with the team at the end of Season 1. He is so much fun to play with, and since we did get rid of Yamahimi, and I'm not going to sit here and have Shane Whittington be our backup center, I signed JaVale McGee, a.k.a. Tragic Bronson, a.k.a. The GOAT, a.k.a. better than Michael Jordan, a.k.a. better than Kwame Brown, to a 2-year deal, $5 million deal. With that to be our new backup center. Now, Roy Hibbert is someone that I will look to trade in the offseason. Not going to make any major moves here, except for the one that we just made. And as you see there, Paul George is hurt. So I'm going to simulate the whole entire year because there's no point in playing any games. But at the All-Star break, I am prompted with this trade for Iman Shumpert and Shawn Marion. I'm going to modify it to my liking. If I'm going to get Iman Shumpert, I'm going to give up Rodney Stuckey, who is our starting shooting guard, and I have to get rid of somebody. Let's get rid of Damo. Never mind. Let's get rid of Luigi Datome, who we got in the Isaiah Thomas trade. I was going to go for Matthew Dellavedova, but he was hurt. So let's just get James Jones, and the Cavaliers accept that deal. So now Iman Shumpert is now the new starting shooting guard for the Indiana Pacers this season. So at the end of Season 1, James Harden wins the MVP award, Andrew Wiggins, Rookie of the Year, David Lee, Sixth Man of the Year, DeAndre Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year, Steven Adams, Most Improved Player, and David Blatt, or LeBron, wins Coach of the Year because, let's be honest here, LeBron coaches that team way more than David Blatt does. But, they're in the finals, so, you can't really make a lot of jokes about that. Well, you can. I have picked the Cavs in 6 games to win, obviously, against the Warriors. I'm not going to go against LeBron unless if he's playing the Spurs. That's basically my, logic on that. The Spurs will forever have LeBron's number. They should have beat him 2 times in a row 2 years ago. 2 years ago and then last year. So, I think that the Spurs will always be superior to LeBron. I'm going to stop talking about that, though, because there's really no point in talking about it. So look at all of those injuries. As you see, we are tied for 7th in the Eastern Conference. This team is not looking good whatsoever, and we're going up against the Cavs in the first round. So we are most likely screwed. And just to take a look at our injuries here, in case we had more, Isaiah Thomas is most likely out for the whole entire postseason if we do end up advancing. And then Roy Hibbert, PG, and JaVale McGee are all out 1 to 2 weeks. So there is that. Going up against the Cavs, I'm not expecting to win. I'm expecting to get beaten 5 games, 4 to 5 games. They win game 1 and game 2. It is not looking too good, but we do win game 3 and game 4 on our home floor. We win game 5 in Cleveland. They win game 6, and then game 7. Wow. We win by 3 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But as you see, they didn't have Kevin Love or Kyrie Irving. Well, Kevin Love was still hurt with that torn labrum. Stuckey had a torn bicep, and Kyrie Irving broken leg. So that is basically why the Cavs lost. And, they barely lost in game 7. So now we're playing the Hawks in the second round, and we're up 3-1, but knowing 2K, they're going to come back and tie it at 3 games apiece. But we do end up beating the Hawks in Atlanta by 5 points to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. I believe our 3rd straight Eastern Conference Finals appearance. So that is pretty nice, but we are going up against the Bulls, and unless Derrick Rose is hurt, I doubt that we're going to do anything special, and no one on their team is hurt. They are fully healthy, so it's looking like we are going to lose in 4 games. We do win game 3, but they win game 4, and they ultimately win the series. And look at this ugly game 5, 65-54. Our leading scorer had 11 points. We shot 27% from the field. We shot 27% from the field, 8% from 3, and most of our points came from the free throw line as the Bulls win the NBA Finals in Season 1, and Jimmy Butler wins the Finals MVP. So that is going to be it for me for episode number 1. Make sure to hit a like. Well, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. Tell me in the comment section which teams you want to see me play in Season 2. And next video will be the off season. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.